friends. Today we are going to continue to work on finding the main idea of a story or a multi-paragraph article. Our reading focus today is I can identify the main idea of a multi-paragraph text, or I can determine the main idea of a text and explain how key details support the main idea. In our last lesson, we looked at an article about a day in the life of a Wampanoag child. And we spent a little time when we did that also looking at details that supported what we thought was the main idea. Today, I just thought we would take a look at really what it takes in order to find the main idea of a text. So we're going to just reread this right here. The main idea is the central or most important idea in an article or book. Sometimes we might call it the gist of an article or book. The main idea does not always have to be a full sentence. Remember, I used the example of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and I said, the main idea of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is that a boy named Harry Potter figures out that he is a wizard. So that's really the essential main idea of what happens in the story. So what I wrote here is I said, you don't come up with the main idea out of the blue for no reason at all. The main idea of the article has supporting details. The supporting details tell the 5 W's, the who, what, when, where, and why of the main idea. So what I have right here is I have this one page of this book that's really amazing. And what I want you guys to look at is we're going to read it, and then we're going to just think about writing the gist or the main idea of this one page. So don't worry about these directions up here. They're from something else. But we are going to read this, and I would love it if you could whisper read with me together. Because remember, part of the way we grow as readers is by reading along with stories that we possibly don't know, and kind of making sure that if we come to a word we don't know, we're hearing it, we're being read correctly, because then maybe we'll be able to read it correctly next time. So we're going to look at this page and try and come up with the main idea or the gist of what happens in this page. So the title of it is One Well. It says, imagine for a moment that all the water on earth came from just one well. This isn't as strange as it sounds. All water on earth is connected, so there is really just one source of water, one global well from which we all draw out water. Every ocean wave, every lake, stream, and underground river, every raindrop and snowflake, and every bit of ice in glaciers and polar ice caps is part of this global well. So whether you are turning on a faucet in North America, pulling water from a well in Kenya, or bathing in a river in India, it is all the same water. And because it is all connected, how we treat the water in the well will affect every species on the planet, including us, now and for years to come. So in order to figure out the main idea, the gist, sometimes a good idea is to, it's going to take me a second here to find it. Sorry about that. A good way to kind of look at it is to look at lots of all the different clues we can use to find the main idea. So let's look at it right here. So remember, we look at number one, look at what the text is about. And we know that right here from the picture and from the title that it is one well, and we know it's about water and about how water is something we all share. So number 2 is looking at the title is one well. And that one part is really important because it talks a lot in the story about how all our water is interconnected and we share it together. And that's a good way of thinking about water and trying to be responsible stewards for water, is thinking that we all take from the same well. Number 3 is looking at the pictures. So I'm looking at this nice big blue picture right here, and I'm realizing that it's quite a large part of the picture of the page is really just one big body of water. And that's really what the author is trying to get across, is that we all share this one large body of water. And number 4 says check the first sentence and the last sentence. So I'm reading, imagine for a moment that all the water on earth came from just one well. So that's a pretty big idea of what these paragraphs are about. And then this last one, it says, and because it is all connected, how we treat the water in the well will affect every species on the planet, including us, now and for years to come. Those seem pretty important and a pretty large part of the main idea. And number 5 is look for keywords and words that are repeated. I keep seeing the word well over and over again. I keep seeing the word water over and over again. And I keep seeing ocean, wave, lake, stream kind of repeating that. I see also how it's talking about affecting all species. So whether you're trying to faucet in North America, it's kind of connecting water from lots of different places. So those seem all really important. So together, trying to come up with the main idea right here might be something like water on Earth is connected and is important because we all use the same water now and will continue to do so in the future. So that seems what's really important, kind of the big main idea of these few paragraphs. So don't be afraid about trying to really close your eyes and think about what the article is mostly about and just saying it in one sentence in your own words. Good luck today, friends.